Two. Good evening, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Snake Spit, a new podcast series that I will be having fortnightly. And today, our first guests are Epic Stuffer and Adam Ayachi. What's up, guys?
Yep. What's up, man?
So Chris is Epic Stuffer is a Danish player, pretty crap too. And you've got Orang Danish player. You could call him the Orang of Denmark. And Adam Hayashi is formerly a Kunimitsu and Raven player, right?
Yeah.
Who did you turn?
Yeah, I turned to Feng.
Why?
Switched to Kunimitsu for Feng.
Why?
Because Feng is a tramp.
I see.
No, it's just I didn't like the way Kunimitsu played. Like she had a hard time breaking down turtles, and Feng can do that much more easily.
I see. So what you're really saying that you wanted a bigger paw for 50-50.
That's more or less.
Okay. Now, just to remind you guys what this is about. This podcast, Snake Spit, is a no-host pod. You can convey your thoughts anyhow that you like. Swearing aloud, it can be as long or as short as we wish. So just know that. Alright, so the first question, the only thing that I ask is try not to talk over each other because I want to get it as clear as we can, and we don't want to miss each other at this point. So,
Okay, man.
So it's gonna go from Adam to Chris. Alright, so Adam always goes first, then it's Chris.
Alright.
Yep. Are you cool with that?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm cool with that.
Questions. Let's get the little formalities out of the way. Adam, when did you start playing Tekken? Why and what you hope to get from it?
Well, I mean, when I started playing Tekken properly, was in Tekken 6. I started playing just because Tekken's a fun game. It's also I liked how deep it was. It was more rewarding than other kinds of games, like fighting games in general, just way more rewarding. I don't know. I'm hoping to just to get better at the game, meet some more people around Europe when I do travel tournaments. And, it's just a fun game to play. It's rewarding.
Indeed. How was the scene where you're alright? Because you're in Malmo, right?
Yeah. The scene is it's kind of small right out here. We only have a handful of players. It's kind of dead at the moment too.
Oh, really?
I mean, the Swedish scenes. What?
Who's in your scene? Isn't it Joe Harley?
Yeah, we have Joe Harley, Kiva. We have Paul, even though he hasn't played for a while. He's probably better known as Hollywood. We have Moyne. Who else we got? We have this capo player. That's Moyne, man.
Okay.
Yeah, Moyne is a jazz player.
Fair enough. Alright, Chris, Epic Stuffer. Sorry, I have to learn not to call you by your real name here. Epic Stuffer. Why did you
Don't do that, Eric.
When and what do you hope to achieve from it? What's your vision when you see Tekken, and what do you see yourself as, or where do you hope to take it?
That was a long-ass question, man. Well, to start from the beginning, I started playing Tekken 6 the moment it hit the shelves. I was literally waiting outside Blockbuster for it to open when it came out. And I started playing Tekken seriously because I'd injured my foot to Taekwondo training, and I couldn't really walk for 2.5 months. So I thought, why not pick up Harang and just keep on kicking?
Indeed.
And yeah.
Okay.
And I started playing Tekken seriously like half a year after I picked it up. I was, the first half year, I was very anti-juggles. I was like, fuck those juggles, man! Cheap ass shit! Stay out here and fight! But,
Indeed. So,
yeah. So, what was the other question?
is there any? Do you have a particular vision, or do you just want to play it till it gets redundant, like, you know? Or
Well, it's out of my hands at this point. To be honest, I'm just plain and simple addicted to the game. It's not really a choice anymore. I'm betting several people know that you just kind of have to get it out of your system.
indeed.
But yeah, I've been gaming my whole life, and this is the first time a game has really caught me this bad as Tekken has. And I think that's because in Tekken, unlike so many other games, you can just keep on developing. I mean, there's more stuff to learn all the time. It's just like, it's a never-ending game where you just get to keep evolving all the time. That's what got me stuck in it.
I see.
Also, I like kicking Adam's ass. That makes my day.
Unfortunately, it doesn't happen too much, you know. He likes being on the receiving end more.
I think I heard Martin say no lies in the beginning of this. Let's keep going.
Now, next question. I take it you guys are familiar with the UK scene, right?
Yeah.
There will be no. Yes. Okay. Now, who, in your opinion, and the first one is to Adam, who, in your opinion,
Yeah.
are the top five players right now? Go.
Ooh, top 5. Well, first one is obviously SM.
Why?
I think it's fairly obvious why. I mean, he's proven himself both at tournaments and just like against the other players, and he just keeps coming out on top. So he seems like a solid number 1. Number 2, I don't know. Starscream is pretty good. He's also been beating a lot of people. He's been, I think, other than Austin, he hasn't lost too much lately. It's a pretty tough one because there's like a bunch of people around the same level.
Okay. Now, you mentioned Asim as well. Yes, and
Yeah.
he's a consistent player. But now I'm going to ask you some controversial shit now, because that's what this show is. Asking controversial shit. Now, Asim, as we are made to believe, what's his names? Isn't it Bob and Eddie, or is it Lars and Eddie? Or
I think it's Lars and Eddie, but
okay, his business teams, as we know, are Lars, Eddie, and Bob. Those are the 3 that I know that where he goes to business, if he wants to win, he picks those guys for the most part. Do you think that the players that the characters that he picks has a lot to do with it, with him coming out on top, or the facts, or the apparent fact that a lot of the UK heads don't know a lot about the characters that he picks?
I don't know. I think he would still come on top with most characters because he does play a lot of different teams, and he plays pretty well with them as well. I think a lot of people struggle more against the Lars Eddie because the Capo matchup is one of the harder matchups in the game. But I still think that the major factor is just him as a player.
Okay, so you're saying that you think that he's just a better player than the most of the cast in, yeah. Oh, news just in. Tim, aka the Punisher, wants to join in. Should I get him to...
Alright, cool.
Oh, wait a minute.
Definitely.
Yeah.
This should show the this should show the listeners that this is really live and this is really no script, because I'm telling him now to download and then join. Okay, so you're just saying that Hassan just has, and I think maybe this is just me personally weighing in here. I think he has a mental advantage on a lot of the players. In fact, on most, because
Definitely.
a lot of them just sit down not expecting to win. Like when you compare the way, if you compare the way Jay would play Umar Kazama to the way that he would play Hassan, it's not the same. He doesn't seem as confident in him, and this goes for most players. Do you think that's another reason why he like kicks ass?
Yeah, that's probably one of the bigger reasons as well. When there's like an apparent gap between the players. I noticed that this happens also a lot when Koreans are around at certain tournaments. And a lot of people just get discouraged and they're not confident at all. They let the Koreans play just like the way they want to play.
Yeah, just based on like the name. Hello, alright? So if you say like, it's you versus me, oh my god, shit, so, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, do you think you could beat him? Do you think you could beat Hassan? You've seen him play. I don't know if you played him before, but from what you...
No, I haven't played him.
Do you think you could see
I don't think I would. He's the better player for sure.
Shame on you, Adam. Shame on you.
Moving on to Starscream. You said Starscream was level 2, right? Okay. Starscream. You said he hasn't lost a lot apart from Hassan, and this is true. Why do you think that is? Do you think again he's just better, or is it down to experience? Because he is one of the old schoolers now. So
it's definitely a combination of both.
Yeah. So
because experience is one of the things that makes the player.
Yeah, it's indeed, and he's one of the few players, as was stated before, that can actually style in a match, in a tournament match, and get away with that shit. So, I think also as well, this is just me once again weighing in here. I think it's a mental thing, but that also comes, I think in Starscream's case, it comes with experience. He's been in loads of tournaments, he's won a lot of tournaments, he's always placed higher.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, do you think you could take Starscream?
Probably not. Nah, I'm not a man of big words, so if someone's better than me, I'm gonna go ahead and admit it.
Okay. Epic Stoffa. Who are your things right now in your book?
Well, that's kind of a difficult question to answer because, like Adam said before, a lot of the UK heads are quite similar in their skill level. So I think I only really have the top 3, which would be, well, I can't really deny Asim at first place because of how he's placed. So I think Asim would be my first choice for my top 3, and then I'd go with Starscream as well, and then Dino, definitely.
Okay.
I think they're just above the rest of the UK scene, whereas the rest of the UK scene is quite similar in their own skill levels, so they kind of go up and down a bit, but still they keep together, so to speak.
Okay, alright. Do you think, I don't know if you've played Asim yet.
I haven't.
Do you think you could take him, judging from what you've seen?
Well, I think that if I were to say, like Adam, that I don't think that I can, well, I wouldn't be able to, because like you and Adam were talking about previously, one of the huge game changers in the match is whether or not you believe the person to be better than you before you actually start off. And if you've got this person hyped up like a big name, say, me for example, as you used before, you're gonna be scared shitless, and it'll be showing in your gameplay, and even if you aren't scared, you'll be so focused on the person you're playing rather than the game you're playing. So I think that well, if we were looking at our records and so on and so forth, that Asim would obviously come up on top, no doubt about that. But I don't think I'd ever be able to convince myself that he'd beat me, because the moment you believe that somebody beats you, no matter who it is, then you more or less already lost.
Indeed, exactly.
And I learned that the hard way when I went to Assembly in Finland in Tekken 6.
Yeah.
It was my first international tourney, and then I came up against all these huge names that I'd been seeing on YouTube videos and stuff a lot of times, and when I played against them, I could clearly feel that I was completely off my game, because I was so focused on who I was playing rather than, like I said before, the actual game. And that completely ruined my game.
Indeed. Well, let me add Tim, the Punisher, to the combo. Just a minute, guys. Won't be in the So,
Big man boy.
I'll just quickly ask him the same questions that I asked you. So before we go any further.
Cool, man.
Here comes a new
White man. Yo, man.
Yo, Tim. Hello? Brightman. Can you hear us? Brightman?
Can you hear me?
Yo.
Yeah, we hear you, man.
There we go.
Turn up your sound. It's at the bottom of the video thing. Can you see it? Yo, you're very low.
About that.
More?
I think he turned down his microphone.
Yeah. Yo.
I think we lost him, man.
No.
May he rest in peace.
Hello?
There we go. Yo.
Hello. Oh, we just barely hear him. We can't hear him.
You're still very low. Turn your mic up. Turn your mic up to full.
That's what I found on the settings. Here we go. Audio and video. Oh, what is saying? Microphone. There we go.
Is it at
Yo. Can you hear me?
can you guys hear him well now?
Nah, you're still quite low, man.
What about this?
More, turn it up full whack. How about now? What the hell? That was nice.
So we're experiencing some technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Guys, like I said, it's no frills. If it fucks us up, we put it on live, bro. Ragdoll. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. That's why it's called the snake spit. Raw spit. Raw ting. Raw ting, man. Snake spit, snake spit. Tim. Tim. Bro.
Yo.
Okay, can you say something? Count. Okay, count to 10.
1, 2, 3.
Wait, guys.
Yes,
Guys, do
8,
pull it again, yeah?
9, 10.
Okay,
11.
Okay, that'll have to do. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, so
Did you turn it up to the max, Tim?
yeah, turn it
I
up.
did turn it up, man. Shut up.
Yeah?
Fuck. The thing is up maximum, man. What's the noise?
Okay. So is it fine now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just get the show on the road, man.
Alright.
Let's do
Wait,
it.
have you turned the volume up to max?
Yes.
Yeah, all of us have.
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, dude, that was like a million times better.
Excellent.
I got a horse in my mouth now.
All right.
Right, cool.
Okay, so now the Punisher has joined us. So, well, Punisher, now I'm going to ask you briefly what I asked them. Now, I'll start with, why do you play Tekken? When did you start, and what do you hope to achieve from it?
Oh, not this shit again.
Just
Oh, I forgot my script somewhere, man. Not the time.
there is no
I'm just
script.
joking.
Just answer the team.
Look, man, this question has a script. Yeah,
doesn't have a
there's
script.
specific things I just say by default.
Well, then you're
Well, then
if it has
questions.
Okay. When did you start playing Tekken? Why are you playing it? And what do you hope to achieve?
There's a man. You been playing from little boy, you know? But anyway, yeah. I started playing from Tekken 6, innit?
And then,
Why did I start playing?
why?
Because Luna made me play.
Okay.
Luna took me to his house, and everyone was playing Tekken, and I just wanted to join in and be in the mix. Kind of like an arcade,
Okay.
but we just had more KFC back then.
Okay. And okay, so what vision? Like, do you have a particular vision? Is there any particular thing that you want to take your skills on the game, or do you just play just to play?
Oh, my particular vision?
Yeah.
Be the very, very best I can be. Basically, be the next man in throne after what you guys done. After the Ryans and the Ezzies and the Martins and the Dinos.
Indeed. Sounds good. Sounds good.
You know, make another pyramid, as you said.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, the pyramid's not actually a pyramid, it's a diamond.
Okay. All right. Now, second question, just to kind of catch up with the rest, is who? Okay, you're obviously one of the major players in the England scene right now. Who are your top 5 in the scene right now? Go. And you have to say why.
You can't have a top 5 if you don't think anyone's good.
Now, this is good. Now, why? Now, are you seriously saying that that you don't have a top 5? That there's no top 5 players? No.
Not really, no. No. Okay, I guess I have three players who I think are blatantly good, and that's about it.
Okay, go on. Who are they?
It's Asim, Dino, and Eddie. Asim is only because I can't deny that he's good, because he wins all the tournaments. And Dino and Eddie have already proved that they're mans. But even Asim, I've got doubts on because, well, I haven't seen him get thrown into the fray or get thrown to the pack of wolves and beat up everyone. Like everyone else, like how Dino and Eddie has. Or like how
This is a very.
I'm not gonna go easy on my own.
This is a no.
Yeah, I mean, like,
wait a minute. No,
it's kind of like this, like Dino. I mean, mine.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Have you ever played Quake 3?
No, I'm not. No, I never.
Okay, in Quake 3, in the new one, there's a training mode.
Yeah.
Basically, where it teaches you all the basics and how to beat the game and such.
Right.
Now, majority of the players have aced that mode, but they haven't gone like into the actual arena, which is basically next week.
Yeah.
And it's like you kind of see who the men and the boys are when the pressure's on. There, people want to see you lose, and you're not really familiar with who this guy is because he's just in the next random head at 001. So your adaptation skills, your execution, everything has to be on point. You have to be able to end a match within several seconds. And so is the other guy, and the other guy's feeling desperate. So he's gonna see any little flowchart, any little tactic, any little sense you pull out.
Okay. So are you essentially saying that you feel that Asim has kind of had an easy road, kind of?
Yes. Feel, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. Alright, put it this way, yeah. Put it this way. If you play the game nearly constantly, yeah. And okay, you got one player who plays the game nearly constantly, and you have 12 other people who only play the game once per week, so to say. Now you have a few of those players are fairly good, like me and so on, Fish and so on. And then a few players just kind of there. And then you got a few beginners. Where like who would be able to match someone that we play the game me constantly?
That's a very good point. Because contrary to what you just said, the guys think that he's kind of considerably better than everyone else, maybe apart from Starscream and Dino. But you know what, you actually have a very good point. So, okay now, and you said Dino and Starscream are in your top three as well, right?
Only by default, yeah.
Only by default. So now,
you can't.
The controversial question is, do you think you could take those three? If let's say, okay, because I know because the trendy thing now is the first to thirds going on at the home. Do you think you could take those three in a first to third?
Give me 2 months of straight practice. That's what I did when you taking 6, and yes.
Yes. Okay. All right.
The hardest one of those three is Dinosaur, by far.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, have you ever played a player called Epic Stopper?
What, the online player?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. I bumped into them once or twice.
What?
Really? What's your name?
What do you think of?
Underscore Blackbird. Underscore 94.
Now,
Wait, you say that again?
as a player, do you think he's good? Do you think he's on the stock?
Fucking annoying. No. No.
Okay.
Actually, no, I don't know. I'd have to see his arms get dragged offline because, sitting in your house, there's at least 3 different things I neglected.
Indeed. Indeed. Okay. All right. Now, so the next question was, I'm gonna ask you guys something. I'm gonna go from Adam to Epic Stopper, then it's gonna go to Punisher. So, Adam,
Yeah.
just lost my train of thought now. Wait, let me pick it up. What was I gonna say? Fuck ass motherfucking shit. Fuck ass. I just lost my train of thought completely. The fuck? Holy cow. Wait a minute. Okay, so what is a first to 30 that you guys would like to see? Like,
Not really.
Out of all the players that you know of, what is a first to 30 that you would like to see? And why?
None really.
It starts
I don't know, like, the first 30 is a bit too long.
Yeah.
It just feels like it goes on forever. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good for the people who are playing, for them it's a good thing. But like, from like the observer's perspective, it's just not exciting.
Oh, okay. And Epic Stopper, it's on you.
Yeah, man. I couldn't agree more with that, man. I don't think I've watched a single of the UK's first to 30, man. I just can't be bothered. There's so many games. I mean, it's cool if you want to settle things between two guys and like just fight it out, but like Adam said, if you want to get like people as spectators to watch it, I mean, really, first to 30? I mean, that's just too long, man. No, I mean, I would never watch that. Unless it was like the most hyped game of the year.
So would you think that maybe
And even then-
15 or a first to 20 would be better? Or a first to 10?
Dude, a first to 10 is more than enough.
Indeed. How about you, Punisher?
I don't really watch first to 30s anyway because they're not for watching. So yeah, there you go.
Okay, fair enough.
They're not. That's just practice mode, isn't it? You get used to whip punishing, you get used to the habits and so on.
Yeah,
Then you take it as first to 3 as first to 5, which are for business.
Indeed. Now, next question is, and I want you guys, as you know, you need to answer these questions as truthfully and as honestly as you can. You're not being judged. This is your time to really get it out now. So, now, in the UK, there's certain players that are ranked as top players right now. For whatever reasons, whether you agree with them or not, they are ranked up there. So, let's go through a list of the players. We've got Rukang. So this is now discounting the guys like Starscream, Dino, and Acid. This is now going on to the next heads now. You've got Rukang, you've got Real Menace, you've got King J, you've got, what's the Jack player? The kind of newish guy that plays both Jacks.
Who? Gooba?
Yes, Goomba. Yes. Okay.
He's right up there.
Yes. Yeah, he's the Nigerian guy that plays the Jack. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait a minute.
Exactly.
First, I don't know if you guys, if Epic Stuff and I don't know enough about them, but let's see. Do you think these guys deserve to be where they're at now? Because especially people like Ru Kang are getting have a lot of respect now, even from some of the European players.
Well, I don't know too much about Rue Kang and the Jack player, but I think Menace is really good. He's probably up there. I'll have to be honest here. I don't think Jay belongs there in the top players.
Yeah.
Like he just lacks fundamentals way too much. Like he just misses way too many punishers. His movement is not there.
Do you think?
He's just.
Do you think? I don't know if you saw his first to 30 with Starscream.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, that was definitely worth watching.
Alright.
Yeah.
Now, what did you think of that? Like, in your honest view, just...
Well, I mean, it was to be expected, honestly.
You know what?
Like, we were all taking bets before the first to 30.
Yeah, like, some people thought that Starscream was going to beat him 13-0. Now, I personally think if I could weigh in here, but 13-0 is a bit much, man. That's a big...
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Like, I personally thought, like me, personally, I thought it was going to be like 30, maybe 10, 15, and that's only because King J has gotten the better of Starscream occasionally. It doesn't mean that he's a bit better, because I personally don't think he is, but to make like 34 was a beating. That's not even funny.
Yeah.
That went beyond that went from being funny to like, okay, Jay, come on now, let's pick up now. So,
Yeah.
do you think that 34 was to be expected, or that does Jay really need?
Well, I mean, I was personally going for like 30 to 7. I didn't think he was gonna break 10.
Okay.
But 34 was like a bit worse of a beating than I expected. Like, no disrespect to the guy or anything, like, but you know, that's just the way it is, I guess.
Oh, all right. Okay, that's fair enough. And you obviously don't know enough about Goomba and who was it again?
Rukang.
Yeah, and yeah. Okay. Is there anybody else that you think should be in Jay's place? Like, there's the Punisher, there's Isa.
Wait a minute, what? Hold on, pause the fucking film.
Your time.
No, pause.
Shut up. Look, look, yeah, we aren't done yet. It's gonna go to Epic Stuff. Then you can have your say. Yeah, listen. Now, do you think there's any other players that should be in the places of these guys, like King J and the Ru Kangs? like I said, you've got the Punisher, you've got Isa, you've got Lei, you've got all these guys, you've got Luna, all of these players. I don't know if you know anything about them. If you don't, then and it's fine. But if you do, then
Yeah,
either way.
I've heard about Luna, but I haven't seen him play, so I'm not gonna talk about him.
Okay,
And I don't know about Leif.
okay,
But yeah, I think Isa and Tim belong there
okay. Why?
more than say Jay.
Why?
Because they're just better all-around players. They have proper fundamentals. I think they have a better understanding of the game than Jay.
How does it feel being shat on?
Okay, now, but Jay, I know you're going to hear this, and we aren't cussing you. This is an honest, open door. So when you come on the show, it'll be your turn to go nuts if you wish to. Anybody that like or praise any player. So now, Epic Storm, on to you. Now you obviously know a little bit more about these players, about the Rukans and the King Jays and the Lunas and whatnot. Do you think they deserve to be where they are? Now,
Well, if you're listening to them as like
we know all the top players, like you have said. You've got your Asim, you've got your Dino, you've got your Stars, you've got your Starscream. Now, the people immediately scrambling for the next spot, let's just say, you've got your Real Menace, you've got your Luna, you've got your Bonus Jin, you've got your Fanatic Jin, you've got Punisher, you've got Isa, you've got, you've got Ru Kang. Do you think they deserve these mentions, or do you think that the scene here is so crap, that it's just a scramble to be king of the molehill?
I think the last part is probably closest to the truth. Obviously there's a few good players in between, and like Adam, I might know a bit more, but I'll have to admit I haven't quite followed any of them enough to actually really judge them on a serious level against each other. But like Adam, from what I've seen from Justin, I probably think he should be in the wave right under that third wave.
Okay.
But I think it's a bit difficult because when you want to try and figure out where people are at, the UK scene has one huge problem, man. And their egos. I mean, I've been gaming my whole life, and I've been part of God knows how many gaming scenes, and I have never experienced so many people being so preoccupied about how they look to other players, or how big they can make their ego become, or God knows what. I mean, I'm not gonna rate them, but I think all of those players should
Explode, please. Shoot the names. Probably explode.
probably.
No, give me some names here.
Now, wait. Are there any particular players?
Expose the names so I don't have to.
Are there any particular players?
I think
in mind.
Well, we're gonna take them some sort of order. Justin, for example. I mean, that guy just seems to crave attention. It is scary, man. I mean,
go ahead. Talk to him.
Give him a hug or something. No, man. But like, I just think that all of these people that I'm quite sure deep down knows who they are should just get off.
Let's bring it from deep down. Let's bring it from the face value.
Up and each other. And put more time into tagging, man.
Right.
Enough with all this. Oh, you said this about me. I'm gonna first survive you online and see who's the best of the world. I mean, come on. Nobody wants to watch that shit. Just play your game, practice, man. Go to some tourneys and prove yourself. I mean, enough with all the countless first to 5s, first to 10s, first to 30s. I mean, Nobody really cares.
Okay. So you're basically saying that the UK talks a bit too much. Oh no.
Way too much, man. Way.
Wait. This is now. Let's specify in this. Is it the UK scene or the London scene?
Oh, okay. I think it's definitely more the London scene than the UK scene. I think like the further you seem to get away, the less it seems to become like that.
Okay.
But I'm not quite sure exactly who is all from London and who is not. But it seems to be more abundant in the UK, in the London.
I haven't heard any talk outside of London at all, to be honest.
Okay, that I'm
Like,
definitely.
I follow some scenes in the UK, but like London just makes all the noise.
Yeah, okay, then it's definitely London, because I've been talking to Ed on this on multiple occasions, so it's definitely mostly the London scene.
Okay.
It's
Like
just,
London is the biggest scene, but you know,
Yeah, but it's also the loud.
Yeah.
Because I think if I if I
I mean, I think their egos are way larger than any technicals I've seen from over there.
Okay. Now, if I could just weigh in just before we get to Tim, to Punisher. Yes, because London is
Much better.
I personally feel about it now. And I think a lot of you already know how I feel, because I don't really hesitate to make my opinion known about certain things, and this is one of them. I think you're absolutely right. The London scene is the largest scene in England, but it's also the loudest scene. And a lot of the time, it's empty vessels. It's absolutely empty barrels. It's just noise. The way that some of them speak, you would swear that they were masters. Like they could take on me and laugh in his face. Say,
To be fair, I probably could do that.
look, because I hold, whenever I go down there, I hold special. I'm not hold, or I hold snake piss. And some of the play I am gonna be honest, is pathetic. Now, I don't play as much as I used to. I don't play a quarter as much as I used to. But your know-how of Tekken never goes away. After you've been playing for a certain amount of years, there are certain things that you see, you can tell if somebody's good or not in the first 5 seconds. That's how much the Tekken is meant to be in your system. That you can actually judge a player by how good you think they are, blah blah blah. In the first few seconds, by the time they start to move around, you can see what kind of level they're on. So I definitely agree that the London scene, it's improved now because certain people have kind of left the scene and blah 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 blah. But it's improved now a bit with people playing at home more and stuff. But I just think for the amount of tournaments and events that the London scene especially has, they should be top of Europe. I'm not even lying. They should be top Europe as they once were. Like when we used to play in Tekken 3 and Tag 1, we were the best in Europe. We were better than the States. We were competing with Japan. But now it's just like, it's like, we can't go to France and like win. Like we can't go to France and say we're going to France and we're going to win. So now on to Tim, on to Punisher. Punisher
Much better.
more so than me about the goings in right now in the London scene and the UK scene, because you're there. Who are the people, apart from the ones that you mentioned before, do you think deserve to be even mentioned as decent players?
None of them.
None of them.
None.
Not even Real Menace?
Okay, maybe Menace.
Okay.
Actually, no, yeah, Menace. But that's it. and it all stems from one little problem. Hello?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hello?
Who's there, man?
Oh, it all stems from one little problem. Do you know how you were talking earlier about how you can spot a good player?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that sort of thing isn't here anymore. It's sort of changed. Like, and the other day, Mario and Jay proved it to us, and Mustafa. So you see how you grade players, yeah? By their movement, their punishment, their knowledge.
Yeah.
Now,
What happened?
rap music.
Yeah, go on.
Take rap music now.
Yeah.
You see how you could grade an MC by how well he can ride the beat, or how good his punchlines are?
Yep.
Nowadays, you're just graded by how you make money. It's the same concept here. That's what happened, isn't it?
Indeed. So you're saying that the scene itself
It's
became a bit more commercial, or like just a bit more poppy? Like you know what?
yeah, just a bit more poppy. It's like, can you win matches?
That was
Okay, you're
like
good
the
player.
perfect way of putting it.
Can you win matches? Okay, this is why Mustafa, Goomba, Mario, and Jay ever got any attention. Ever. This is how they ever got attention.
Okay.
Peak 2-1, people didn't play it enough. So that sort of crap they got away with that crap. 2, one of those players just made some bare noise. So, you know, and he had the wins to back up. So it's like,
Let's call.
well, I want all this, and I want all that, and I want all this. So you have to shush. And then basically, what happened now is the Meek Mill ended up running into Nas, which was Hezzy versus Jay, and you got made a fool of. Don't look at me. I'm just saying what happened.
Oh, what? I missed that.
Basically, the Meek Mill ran into Nas. Hezzy versus Jay, innit?
Jay, Punisher just called you Meek Mill, man. Alright.
This is a big guy that called you a little Bill Soldier Boy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, alright. What about
That's basically what happened, isn't it? Like,
alright.
the standards change from like how good you can move, how good you can punish, to just simply being how can you win matches.
Alright.
If you can win matches,
And,
you're a
and
good
let me just add something. So what you're saying is that people are hiding behind their wins and stuff instead of actually taking a look at their own game and looking how they can improve.
Nail on head, yes, nail on head.
Yep.
Lazy players that want to hide behind an excuse. Nail on head. Nail on head, isn't
What
it?
about now? Let's go into specifics because now let's just briefly go into specifics here, basing this on the people who you say make the most noise. So, assuming this is King J, Uma, who else?
It's quite upsetting how little people make so much noise, but there is just so much noise being made.
Well,
You saw that thing square days, and that's what they're like.
okay. So what about Uma? Do you think he deserves to be in there, or do you think he's just all flip-flap?
Both.
How is it both?
He deserves to be in there.
Yeah.
He deserves to be in there, but at the same time, he's actually a good player. Like, but that's the problem. He just talks too much.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
If he talked less, people would be calling him to be asset or
Yeah.
But obviously, when someone talks that they're nin, you know, you expect nin.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going on like Rip the Jacker, then you know, I want to be seen and hearing Rip the Jacker.
Yeah. Indeed. Indeed.
Like I don't want to hear second round K.O. No, I want to hear Rip the Jacker.
Indeed. Indeed.
Not that second round K.O. isn't good or amazing, but it's not Rip the Jacker.
Exactly. I agree. Just to digress from the Tekken, I completely agree that Rip the Jacker was a better diss than second round King, you know. But anyway, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But that's just Uma's problem, isn't it? Uma talks like he's knee, but in reality, my man's he's knee, but in reality, my man's sun chip, innit? He's sun chip.
Okay.
Second rate man's, but he's still man's. But because knee didn't come out to the show, well, I was like, wow, this guy ain't really shit. But in reality, most of the people that talk funny to Uma, he was dead most of them. Out and outwards.
Indeed.
He would dead most of them.
So
Jay, Mario,
okay. Wait a minute.
pretty much
wait a
anyone
minute.
that isn't me.
Then wait a
Yo.
minute. Then what did you think of the bin bag? A match. Jay.
That was Uma being crap. No, do you know what that was?
What was it?
Oh. Do you know what that was? That was simply, that was like a flash in the pan moment. That Uma made, that Uma turned into a force. So Jay got that to me. What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Who is that?
I have no clue.
Stop moving around.
Hey man, stop dancing. What's wrong with you? Turn that JT song off. But yeah, that was basically when they beat me, Ezzy, and Ashley all at once in the tournament. That was another one of those moments. It's just a flash in the pan moment. But because Uma got very upset about it, it became so much worse as it was. When in reality, it was just like win some, you lose some minutes.
Indeed.
Like,
Indeed. So let me ask you guys this then. Let me go back to Adam. Adam.
Yeah.
You obviously know quite a bit about some of the American players, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take three of them. Let's take some of my favorites. Let's take Just Frame James.
Wait, is it take who? Who was the first one?
No, the lay guy.
Sukan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Just Frame James. Let's take Brunson Tran, baby. Now, if the team, let's say they came to the state, do you think that they would win it hands down, or do you think that there are players there that would be able to stop them? So, do you think it would be easy?
There are players there. There are players that would give them a run for their money, who would be able to stop them.
Like who?
I think out of the three of them, Bronson would do the best.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I agree.
it will be a coin toss. Like I wouldn't be able to say who would win.
Okay. So, okay, then let's make this interesting now. Let's say we took
Okay.
Asim, Starscream, and Dino versus Just Frame James, Sukan, Lay, and Brunson. Which team do you think would come out tops if it was a 3-on-3?
That's a good question. I think UK would come out on top just because I don't think
Dino, I know.
Sugan really holds up to the measure.
Really?
And
Interesting. Alright.
yeah, I think there's better American players than him. I mean, he's good, but you know, he's just not.
Yeah, why wasn't Gem mentioned?
GM? No.
Yeah, no Gem on that, no?
Wait. You see, I'm not mentioning the most consistent players right now. I just took those because those three are American players.
I hear you now.
So it's about really who the fuck is moving that shit?
Not me.
No one apparently.
Shut up, man. Seriously, it's not me. Not me.
Jesus. Anyway. Alright, cool. Now let's take this question to Epic Stofa.
So who?
Okay, let's take three completely different players now. Rip, Aris, and Kiel. If those three came to a pit, do you think it would be easy money for them to just come in and just break the whole scene? Yeah? Or do you think that there are players that would be able to give them a run for their money or beat them?
Well, I think there's players that will be able to give them a run for their money. But if we're talking odds, instead of just saying hands down that they'd win, then the odds would obviously definitely be in their favor. But I'm mostly thinking about the top three from UK now, because
I kind of disagree with it.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, me too.
Wait a minute, go on.
Oh wow, I lost the trail.
Okay.
If they,
that
yeah.
odds would be in the favor of Rick Harris and
GM.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think that there might be a few players, very few, apart from the top 3 we all agreed on earlier, that would give them a run for their money. But I mean, my money would definitely be on those 3. And if you were to match up those 3 against the UK's top 3, it would be a hard choice. But like thinking about how much people are playing, blah 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 blah, all that stuff, and taking all that into consideration, I think the US team would come up on top. But I think the UK team would have come up on top on Adam's version of this.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that the 3 that I mentioned to you are a stronger team than the ones that I just. Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So all right then.
I disagree.
Let me change the all right then. So let me change the UK team now for you. Say it was Punisher, Real Menace, and who can we put in there? And Lee and Shannon Huddleforce.
If you get those 3 to compete against each other, if anybody's willing to bet, my money's on the US team.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Punisher.
Yo.
Let's take 3 other American players because I want to mix this up. Let's take what's his name again? What's the guy who plays with both Bobs?
Core.
Core, yeah, Core.
NYC Fed? Or no, Core, yeah, my bad.
Core, NYC Fab, and Anakin.
Ooh.
Snake Fest.
Oh,
They
tough one.
into a 3-6, right?
Ooh.
Do you think they would just mow down the whole team, or do you think there are people?
Okay. It'd be interesting, okay. Okay, that's a painful idea, you know, because I don't want to show my UK brethren
Yeah.
at the same time, but on the other hand, I gotta be honest here, so like, I can honestly say that apart from the top 3, plus me and Menace, that everyone else is just going to die.
Okay, so you're even saying that guys like
Honestly.
Lee would dead or
Oh yeah, and Lee, sorry, and Shadow Force, yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
that's 6. Everyone else is just going to die.
Okay, so
Jay is going to learn what it really means to play Bob.
okay, fair enough.
Like,
So now,
I mean, Mario's going to get outmatched by Core.
yeah, yeah.
And NYC Fab is just going to mow down everyone. even though he's just alright now, but like, and Anakin will be the real problem there.
Okay, so alright then. So if you took Acid, Starscream, and Dino versus those 3, let's be more specific now. The top 3, the top dogs. Who do you think would win then?
It goes either way at that point, really, truly.
Huh?
Yeah, it goes either way, because you got someone like Dino who pretty much knows how to beat, who would know how to beat me anyway.
Yeah.
So there's always that. Starscream is the wild card. And Atom's is kind of, well, I don't know how Atom will do personally.
Okay, alright. So who do you think is the
I don't
weak
know.
link then in the team?
By default, it has to be Atom, because I've not seen him tested yet on this game. This is by default, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've seen many a time them guys playing dudes from abroad and banging them up, innit?
Yeah.
AZ beat Jiggy on the first 5, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
So like, but Atom's not even coming off to Finland, so yeah.
Okay.
What can I say?
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah, I can't say to people that I can't tell someone that this guy can be Darth Vader because he sits around punching up Darth Maul all day long. Can I?
True. That's a very strong. That has a very strong point there. Okay, all right. Now let me ask Epic's daughter this, because the Danish scene. Let's get into a little bit of the Danish scene right now.
Yeah.
Who do you think are the top players right now, and why?
Are you in the Danish scene, the scenario?
You could put me in there. I mean, I would personally. I mean, I don't mind not being in the midst of everything because I'm the host. But if you want to put me in, fine, cool.
Well, I think I'm gonna put you in that spot because I excluded you from the UK scene. So unless you want to be without a country, you're in the DK scene now.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so like the top players, top 5. Let's say top 5, Denmark. It would be Mark as number 1. It would be you as number 2. You can disagree with that later on. And then it's gonna be tricky. I mean, I think Gorm would probably be number 3 after that. And we need more players in Denmark, man. And it would probably be Adnan. And no, fuck this, fuck it, man. That would be me and Adnan. I won't troll it.
Sorry, I seen if Adnan is your top 3, in your top 3.
It is the sorry I see, man. We don't have a lot of players in here. I mean, I have to use over 1,000 kronas to travel over to the scene and back again, so I can only go like a few times a year. I'm not forgetting anyone, am I? I mean, the only people that really springs to mind is like the usual heads from the Danish scene is like you, Mark, Gorm, Adnan, Casper.
Does that Ganryu player still play, or has he just stopped?
Man, dude, he was so I'm gutted that he left, man. Dude, that guy was so good. That was other Casper, man. He was fucking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, my list: Mark, you, Gorm, Adnan, and then it would be between me and Casper, and I'd put myself above Casper.
Why?
Well, first of all, every single time we've had to purchase something, I've won. And God, dude, that guy is like the best person to win about, man. I've never heard anybody come with so many excuses, man. And when he first gets started on like all those excuses, it's just you can just see his gameplay just falling apart, man. He's just getting more and more frustrated and pissed, and you're just like laughing. It's like, okay, man, last game, come on, try and get a match. And he just dies on the inside, man. But yeah, we definitely need more players in the DK scene.
Where do you think the Danish? Where do you think the Danish scene would? All right. So from the players that you mentioned, okay, let's take me out of it now because I play the English guys all of the time. So but with the guys that you mentioned, including yourself. If you came to England to invade, like you did before in the past, how do you think that you guys would do? So if Mark, you, Adnan, who else did you say? Gorm, right?
Gorm, Mark, Adnan, me, and if we're taking you out, then Casper on 5th.
Yep, Casper. So if you guys came to a snake pit, how do you think that you would do?
Well, if Mark's in shape, and you know Mark, it goes a bit up and down, but if Mark's in shape, he's definitely gonna make it to either the final or the semi-final, and I'm not quite sure there what's gonna happen because the UK does have some really strong players. So it would be something I'd definitely watch. I think Adnan, on the other hand, wouldn't get over to the semi-finals, for example.
Really?
He would just be. No, I don't know. I think I just no. I don't. I think I don't think I rate him as highly as other players do. Okay. I haven't really experienced anything where I've been like, you know, wow, he's really a EU level player along with God knows how many names I can mention. Casper, on the other hand, would get killed relatively fast. Gorm. If Gorm bothered, he'd definitely get up to the semifinals as well. Gorm is a really good player, but he's lost that drive, you know, and it's difficult for a guy that's lost that real, you know, passionate Tekken drive to give it your all.
Yeah.
And I'd probably be stuck around, I don't know, somewhere halfway through.
Okay, fair enough. Adam,
Yeah.
your scene, the Malmo scene, the top 5. Let's say you took the top 5. Who are the top 5 right now? Whether they're playing on, or not now, but when they're on form, who do you think is the top Malmo 5?
Well, I mean, obviously the best team in Sweden is up in Stockholm, but down here in Malmo, I guess, he doesn't play it much anymore, but Paul used to be really good. Like, he'd probably be number 1. I'd probably be number 2. Moyne would probably be number 3. Kiva number 4. And I guess that's the capital player, like number 5.
So if you guys came to...
Yeah, it's this capital player, Lucas. He's kind of disappeared as well.
Alright, so if you guys came to Britain, how do you think that you guys would do?
I think Paul might have gotten like to the semifinals or a bit before that, but I guess the others would probably just not make it very far.
Indeed. Okay. Alright. So you're basically saying that your scene is quite shit then?
Yeah.
Although in his defense, I mean, it's quite small.
I guess.
I mean, the scene there is pretty close and almost non-existent, isn't it? I'm like,
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, alright. Okay, fair enough.
Oh shit, wait, I forgot about Joe Harley when I put him in his top 5 shit. But he would probably be... shit, I just realized. He would probably be like number... It will be a toss-up between him and Kiva on number 4.
Okay. Okay. Now, here's why I did disagree that Mark is better than me. I should do it. Yeah? Look, the recent times that we've played, Mark has been getting braps. Lately, I'll say it straight. And if Mark wants to play, we can play. It's not a thing. Mark gets brapped.
Okay, but
remind you, fuckers. Listen. The tournament that we had in Malmo, who won it?
don't say that on...
Mine won it.
He's doing a Justin on you now. If you want your...
You're only as good as your last hit. Yeah. Now, in my case, yeah, I am the champion of Malmo and Denmark. So therefore, you also my bidding. Alright.
You didn't really participate in the last in Denmark. Martin, you ran away from the last tourney when I was over there like 2 months ago.
Wait, why?
You ran away. You don't remember? Last time I was over in Copenhagen, man.
Dude, I had stuff to do.
We had that Italian player.
Yes,
you don't remember?
I came to the house.
You did. And then you not for the tourney.
But I had stuff to do.
But listen, but wait. Fuck all that shit, man. You did have stuff. But listen up.
Yeah.
I want you to do this, man. If you genuinely want to settle it once and for all, and I mean like genuinely want to settle it, and I'll declare the winner like hands down. You have to do a first 10 money match against Mark.
I don't
finish, because when you put money on the table, yeah, but when you put money on the table, people play seriously, more seriously than they would otherwise. Money is only like the incentive. It's not.
No, but the thing is, I don't
You gotta
have
crack
money
that.
down to play seriously.
It's not really about. It's not really about the money, is it? Because when we do like a Danish tourney, I mean, come on, people are not like, oh, I'm just gonna kill everybody in my way. You don't have that, smell for blood, It's just
You guys are crap then.
Yeah.
shut up, Tim.
You're crap.
You just
No,
don't,
you're all crap.
you don't quite get that, really.
Please believe that I'm going to a tournament and going to butt rape all of you.
Tim, shut up.
No. Punisher for you.
Alright.
But then you need to have a first attempt about something, or go to a foreign tourney together and hope you get in the same bracket.
Okay. Alright. Fine. I can doing that. That's fine. But I refuse. You'll never nominate. You'll never get me to concede. Never, because it isn't true. It isn't true, If you've been here when Mark has come to my house and I have faulty pads, don't forget that I have pads that charge by themselves and can't press down. And I'm giving this guy licks. Not to speak of if I had a perfect
Okay.
functioning pad.
Listen up, Marcin. You don't do money matches, right?
No, I
If you don't tell Mark where the money is coming from, and I get the money if you win, I will put down money on your behalf, and you will say you put down the money, and you two get a money match going, because then I hope/know that Mark will do his very best, and I want to see that against you both.
No, but what it is that I am against money matches. I've always been, for years. It isn't new. Like
Why?
I just
Why are you against money match?
I just think that the money can be spent better elsewhere. Like no, let's just play.
Are you against casinos and stuff?
Huh?
Wait, are you against betting in general or just money matches? Like, are you against playing, say, poker,
Against betting.
betting at all?
Yes, I am. Yeah. Yeah, I am.
I don't really have any replies to that.
Okay, fine. Now, while we're on the topic,
And you're laughing at. Okay.
while we're on the topic of Mark, who do you think is better out of Mark and Dinosaur?
Mark. I think if we're gonna go like UK primes, I'm gonna say like Philo, Mark, and Dino to my knowledge. I mean, obviously, for example, Tim would know Dino Tim and you would know Dino way better than me. And I'd obviously know Mark
Right,
better.
my best friend.
But I think that if we were to list like Philo from Finland, in case you don't know him, Prime player, really sick Prime player, and Mark and Dino, I think my top three in chronological order would be from like the Prime I've seen of them, it would be Philo, Mark, Dino.
Okay, all right.
So that's just me.
Okay, fair enough. How about you, Adam? Who do you think is better out of Mark, Nino, and Dino?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think in Tekken 6, like in the Prime, I think Mark was better. But in TAC 2, I think Dinosaur is better.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, I'll just to interject for a moment. I was thinking Prime against Prime as well. Yeah, because I was thinking about Tekken 6 Mark at that time as well. Because that was when I saw Mark peak.
Yeah, I have to agree as well. I think Mark is better at Tekken, but I think also, let me be frank. Look, I think Mark is teeth.
That was bad though.
Huh?
Who?
Mark is teeth. Mark is a teeth player. Mark is the biggest cheat.
I've got no clue what that means. Oh,
Means really good. Your British tuck is not strong enough.
Look,
but here's I remember the last time I was in Copenhagen, and before we played, I was like, come on, Mark, I'm only here for like 2 days, and it cost me a fortune to get over here and back again. So like when we play, just do me a favor and help me out if I'm not punishing stuff correctly or stuff like that. Just because it'll save me time and I'll get more out of this trip.
Yeah.
And then we played. And I won a few matches on him, and I could clearly feel that like he was really fighting, and he just refused to tell me anything because he just wanted that fucking victory, man. Yeah,
I need to get Mark on the show. I need to get Mark on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, yeah, Mark.
Oh, how you feeling?
All right, now Tim, on the show.
Yeah, what's up? Finally.
Who would you consider a rival to you there? Because you've got Isa, you've got Rukan, you've got James, you've okay, are you telling me that with all the players?
No, I'm being a twat.
Okay, so
Wait, define rival for me, please.
Huh?
Alright,
Okay.
before we get to this question, define rival for us, please.
Alright, basically a rival is somebody that's on your level, that pushes you, that always keeps you on your toes. That's what a rival is. So it's like comparing Big Daddy Kane to
Lee.
okay.
That's easy. Lee.
Okay.
Shadow Force.
So you would even say more
Wait, there's no-
Real Menace?
Lee. Real Menace isn't around enough.
Okay.
You need to actually play a rival.
Yeah.
You get me? A rival has to actually exist to be a rival.
Yeah, true. That's very good.
Yeah, Menace, hold that in your chest, please. But yeah, Lee by far.
Okay. Alright. Fair enough.
Lee by far.
Yeah, because you guys were playing.
Like if I was to quit right now, I'd ask.
Go on.
Oh, if I was to quit right now, and I've named one player who helped me level up the most, and who motivated me to play the hardest, Lee, by far.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. All right, cool. Well, I think we've done. Okay. So the closing question is, what do you guys actually think about the game Tekken Tag 2? Like, seriously, what do you think about this game? And that question goes to Adam first.
I think it's the best Tekken so far, out of the ones I've played at least, probably.
Okay. Yep.
Wow.
Why?
There's a lot more depth to it. It's a lot more rewarding. It's also more fun. There's just a whole lot more to explore. Yeah, people complain all the time that like, oh, but scrubs get easy wins and stuff. I don't think it's that way. I think it's harder to be a good player in Tag 2, and that's why people lose more to worse players in Tag 2. Because if you would look like, if you look at tournaments, like if you look at tournament play in Tag 2 and you compare that tournament play to Tekken 6, the tournament play in Tag 2 was way more sloppier. Like there was people that I used to be able to watch in Tekken 6 and be like, oh, these people are good. Then you watch them in Tag 2 and they're like, wow, these guys are shit. Like what's going on? What happened? Like apart from like a few players and Koreans, I think if you compare like the gameplay from most tournament players, you can see that their gameplay just doesn't look as good in Tag 2 because it's just a harder game in general.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Epic, it's on you.
Yeah, best second game was the question, right?
No.
Or what was the question?
What do you think of what do you think of Tekken Tag 2? Like, since it's the game that we're all like, that we're
Playing, yeah. I think like Adam said, I also like the added depth to Tag 2, the Tag 2 mechanics, and well, the whole fact that you now have to play 2 characters versus 2, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Gives it a lot more depth. You have to know your characters better, you have to know your opponents better, and the tag mechanics gives a lot of how would you say that in English? Gives a lot of new features to the game that adds a lot of depth that wasn't really as much in Tekken 6 before. But I do miss the 1 versus 1 from Tekken 6, and I think Adam has a very valid point. But when you look at like tournament videos from players from T6 to Tag 2, a lot of the players do look like they're having a lot more trouble in Tag 2. That didn't really answer your question.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So, all in all, you like the game, or is there anything that you would want changed or like taken out or put in, or?
Well, I think they should fix all of the hitbox issues. That really annoys me. Like when your moves will go through an opponent but not hit them, or when you get hit and there's like 5 miles between the visual hitbox and you.
Yeah.
Stuff like that really annoys me. And also in Harang's case, when you're not standing on the ground, when you're airborne. Some I don't know how it is with some of the other characters, but especially with Harang, some of his moves where he's visually airborne gets counted as if he's still on the ground. Like if say if he's in the air during
like up plus 3 and
Yeah, exactly. Like 3 plus 4. If you're air during up for 3 plus 4, but if they grab you, they'll get a full grab. If they do a down for 2 on you, instead of getting like the regular airborne down for 2 on an opponent where it slightly pushes them away, you just get a full launch no matter what. The same happens to like an upward 4 a bit as well, and a few other moves. So I think they should fix those issues, and the game would be really good.
Okay. Punisher, it's on you.
Worst game of all time, best game of all time. That is the way that sums up.
Why?
This game can be really amazing, but there are times when this game is really crap at the same time.
Alright, go on. Well,
Like, okay, like, with the hitboxes and tracking is just terrible on this game. That has to be said now. Like, stuff like when you sidestep a string and the upper hitting the string goes to track you is just too much. Or like, and there's quarter circle forward plus 1 hitting my hand. I was like,
that's so dumb. Oh yeah, I know. It's so dumb. It's fucking dumb. Yeah. It's go on. Yeah.
I had just finished Skyrim and hit my hand once as well.
Yeah, I've had a fall hit me when I'm behind him.
But at the same time,
Where he just like turns around and strikes 360. Yeah.
No. When he's going that way and he hits me, and I go rolling, and I roll in his back. So he's doing the death fist the wrong way. I still get hit, so the spot comes on, and I roll towards him in his back. It's so dumb. Yeah, it's really dumb. But yeah, anyway. Go on.
Another thing I don't like as well is the camera switches as well. I don't like the camera on the game. Like, when you get someone's back and you go to get them, the camera switches around at random moments, and they get off scot-free.
Yeah.
I hate that. That's the entire matches.
I actually don't really notice that. I'm way too focused on what's happening, like, to notice anything like that. I know that's a bit contra whatever you say that, but I don't notice that as an annoyance.
Yeah, but it will kick in when you play someone like Jin, and you go to do back forward 2-3 in their back, and then forward 2 comes out, and you get launched.
That was nice.
Camera switches, then the move.
And I just stared at the screen like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, also, I like the game and the damage and the movement, but the only thing I don't like is the crush system. I like the crush system, the hitboxes. It just doesn't make sense. Like, when you're playing Dragunov, playing him sometimes is a nightmare because you can't do any of your mids without directly going through attacks. Like, okay, do an example. Take Lee versus Dragunov, yeah? Have Lee do back 2, and have Dragunov do down forward 4. Every single time, you will see down forward 4 go through Lee's back 2.
Okay. Alright.
Every single time. You will see the kick going through Lee. Like it's some sort of dragon punch.
I see. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, you said you like the damage.
Well, other than that, I like the movement. Yeah, I like the idea that when someone does something stupid, you can kill them for it immediately. I like that.
Okay.
At the same time, I don't like that there's characters like Bob and Bruce who encourage stupidity. I'm rewarded for it.
Yeah. Alright. Well, you know what,
So
guys?
it's kind of 50-50 of them.
Alright. Fair enough. Okay, well, guys, let's call that a wrap. It was a fantastic show.
Yeah.
Any closing words from Adam?
Not really. Not that I can think of. I ain't got no one to call a bitch right now.
Epic, anything that you want to say?
Nah, it's the same here. I think I've said everything I want to say.
Alright. Punisher?
Jay, we are not ever asking first to fight, he's cut that shit out.
Okay. Thanks, Spitz. Tune in next time. Well, we'll have another. Hopefully, I'll try and get another 3 guests because I kind of like the idea of having 3 guests at once because it covers a lot more points of view. But all right, guys, this was the Snake Benefit signing out.
Peace. 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 Peace.